Hey there, this is Animelting with a horrible voice and a new haircut. Some people might advise someone who's in the midst of a flu not to film a video where he has to talk lots. To those people I say, good advice. And I'll think about that advice whilst I do a review of Yahari Ore no Saishun Love Comedy wa Machigaru Gatiru. Also known as my youth romantic comedy As Wrong As I Expected. Also known as my teen romantic comedy SNAFU. And also known as Oregairu. Oregairu is a 13-episode series coming to us from Brainspace, who are the creative people behind Princess Jellyfish and Do-Ra-Ra-Ra-Ra-Ra. Our plot revolves around antisocial high schoolers, which is quite a popular plot at the moment. Our main character is Hikigaya Hachiman, who is a social outcast in his classroom, and he has quite a weird view of the world, to the point where he is really meticulous and has some really interesting social commentary about the world.
暗くなりそうな気持ちを俺は壁にぶつけた。青春に壁はつきものである。
Our main character is forced to join the Volunteer Service Club, which is a club devoted to supporting students around the school and aiding them with things that they want to accomplish. And there's only one other member in this club. The beautiful and well-respected, but also very antisocial, Yukinishida Yukino.
俺は病原菌なの？
そんなこと言ってないわ。被害妄想が過ぎるんじゃないの？引きがや金。
言ってるから。金って超言ってるから。
噛んだだけよ。
And in time we introduce the third member of the group, who comes to ask for some advice from the service club. Her name is Yukihama Yui, and she is a boisterous, outgoing girl, in stark contrast to the other two. The story is one which pretty much follows the everyday lives of these characters as they come up to more situations and help other students around the school. It becomes the responsibility of our main characters to solve these situations, and these can be really interesting because our main character has a very distorted view of the world. In time, we're joined by more support characters who add other elements to the show, such as a boy who looks quite a lot like a girl, a childhood friend of the main character who sort of lives in his own fantasy world, and the various other classmates of our main character. Now, these monologues and these actions made this show really interesting for me, and it's a comedy that develops. It goes towards a goal, and it sort of explains why our characters are the way they are. There's more to them than you think, and there's more to our main character than you think. Now, the worst part about this series is the first 2 episodes. A lot of people I talked to about the show found that the first 2 episodes just seemed like something they'd seen before. And I felt the same way about them. But the series really does pick up around that 3rd episode, and it goes to some really interesting places, and it's really worth watching the whole way through. The art is quite interesting because from going from its light novel to anime, the main characters sort of changed in appearance, and I found that a bit weird. I wouldn't say the art style's tops, but it's not ugly to look at. In the end, this series was a really satisfying one. It had some really thought-provoking moments, and I wasn't expecting that from this series. I sort of appreciated the view. It was seeing things from another person's eye and seeing how you could be critical of people, but still want to help them. And if you're into a comedy that's sort of different from the others, then I would really recommend this one. Thanks for watching, thank you for putting up with this horrible voice of mine. Soon it should be back to normal and I'll be able to come back with a brand new review. Soon I'll do a review of the current season of anime screening, but before that I'm going to do a review of Anohana, which I got to watch recently for the first time. So until then, look forward to those. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, bye.